Alright, so obviously we just got Chapter 6 Season 1 as well as Fortnite OG. Two incredible additions to Fortnite Battle Royale, but now we're getting something else already. This Wednesday, December 11th, we are getting a first-person 5v5 tactical game mode. So a first-person mode has been teased for ages in Fortnite, but it finally seems to be a reality. And it's called Fortnite Ballistic. So as you can see on the news feed right here, it says December 11th. It's time for a new perspective. Ballistic, a round-based first-person 5v5 tactical game mode, launches in early access on December 11th, which again is this Wednesday. So I was gonna say this is like Call of Duty, but in actuality it's more like CSGO or Valorant. Call of Duty does have a round-based game mode like Search and Destroy, but it's more oriented towards those other two games. But finally, a first-person shooter mode is coming to Fortnite. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, why would you want that? You can't see your skins, you can only see your wraps, but I think it's going to be fun. So if you come down to the Buy Epic tab, you can already see a countdown in-game. 3 days, 20 hours, 49 minutes as of this video. And there's also a ranked mode. They're already thinking about the competitive aspect. So let's see what the details say here. It says, well, okay, same thing. It's time for a new perspective. How about for ranked? Yeah, same thing. So you can see a thumbnail image right there. Ballistic. So there's also a blog post already. Let's take a look. Welcome to Ballistic, a new first-person Fortnite experience. Launching in early access on December 11th with ranked and unranked, so ranked's going to be there right away. Ballistic is an adrenaline-filled, round-based 5v5 competitive game mode where strategy, tactical teamwork, and individual prowess are essential for victory. So it says first person, full impact. What does early access mean for Ballistic? Ballistic is launching with the Skyline 10 map, a starting set of weapons and a limited number of items. Adjustments will be made beyond launch based on player feedback, in addition to major updates such as new maps, weapons, and features. So again, this is early access, but you can see the map right here. It's called Skyline 10, and there's going to be more maps in the future. So this one actually looks pretty big. You can see on the right the mini-map. Usually in a 5v5 game mode, the maps are kind of close quarters and very, very small, but this one looks kind of big, like I said. So we've got some actual images of the map as well. So it kind of has that futuristic vibe, almost mega city-like. You can see there's some Japanese-themed shops. There's a few creepy alleyways with some graffiti. Lots of places to hide and canisters to duck behind for cover and things like that. So, I don't know, it looks pretty good just from these images. And then it says Ballistic is a no-build mode. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All saved presets from your locker will carry over into Ballistic, which supports existing Fortnite outfits, backblings, kicks, wraps, sprays, and emotes. However, pickaxes, contrails, instruments, vehicles, and jam tracks are not used and supported. So let's just repeat that real quick. You can use your skins, obviously. You can use your backblings, your shoes or kicks, your wraps, and your sprays and emotes. It doesn't say anything about gliders, but I'm assuming there's no gliders either. Then it says, at launch, Ballistic will be available on all platforms and regions where Fortnite is supported, with the exceptions of South Korea and Russia. We're working to make Ballistic available in both regions and will provide an update when we have news to share. So Russians and South Koreans cannot play Ballistic for some reason. So let's talk about how the game mode actually works. It says round by round. In Ballistic, players are sorted into two teams at the start of the match, attackers and defenders. So again, if you've played CSGO, Valorant, or even Search and Destroy and Call of Duty, you'll know how this works. Attackers aim to plant a reality-tearing rift point device at one of two sites on the map, while defenders do their best to thwart the device from being planted and detonated. So again, just like those other games, you have to plant the device and defuse the device. It says there are no respawns in Ballistic. A round is over if the rift point device explodes or either team is fully eliminated. After 6 rounds, players will swap sides, giving defenders a chance to be attackers and vice versa. The game is over when either team has won 7 rounds total. So what do you start the game with? What weapons? And it says you'll start the game with a Ranger pistol and 800 credits. Okay, so this is like CSGO. In Ballistic, credits can be earned from scoring eliminations and planting the rift point device, and spent within a match at the beginning of every round on additional items and weapons to bolster your chances of success. Survive a round and you'll keep all of your gear and shields for the next one, minus any consumable items you've used. You can drop weapons, smoke grenades, and flashbangs at any time for your teammates, and pick them up from eliminated players. The rift point device takes 45 seconds to detonate after it's planted. If it's successfully defended, you'll want to move a fair distance away or run the risk of being eliminated in the device's blast radius. Getting eliminated by the blast means losing any gear you may have. You can check the scoreboard at any time during a Ballistic match to see how you and your teammates are doing, and to know what weapons and items your teammates are working with. So then the blog shows some of the weapons available, and obviously there's assault rifles, there's shotguns, there's SMGs, there's a sniper rifle and pistols and things like that. And as mentioned, there's a flashbang as well as smoke. Now there's also something called Flex Gadgets, and it says every Ballistic match starts with players on each team selecting one of 5 Flex Gadgets that they alone will be able to purchase and use during the match. Players can purchase the gadget they've selected and hold 2 of their Flex Gadgets in their inventory each round, which cannot be dropped or picked up from another player. Used correctly, Flex Gadgets can have a huge impact on the outcome of a round. So, the 5 items include a proximity mine. It says select the proximity mine to place a damaging mine down on the floor, wall, or ceiling to surprise an unsuspecting enemy. They can be picked back up and placed again and will explode if shot. Great for booby-trapping sites when defending. Next is the Bubble Shield, which allows for throwing down a temporary protective bubble that's impervious to bullets and projectiles such as grenades. It's great for providing a shield for your team as you storm onto a site. Then there's the Recon Grenade, which marks any enemies detected nearby when it's thrown, even through walls. Wow, that sounds awesomely overpowered, but I like it. Throw a Recon Gadget onto a site before entering to get a read on who might be waiting to get the drop on you. Then there's a Frag Grenade, which obviously bounces and explodes, dealing damage to nearby enemies. It says, careful, you'll take damage from your own grenades, though your allies will not. Great for flushing out players from behind cover. And then lastly is the Impulse Grenade, a disruptive tool that launches enemies and allies away. It has many creative uses, such as launching teammates onto a site from afar. So if you played Fortnite already, you know all these items, but in my opinion, the Impulse Grenade is the worst one. I'm sure a lot of people will be able to utilize it, but the best one, in my opinion, is the Recon Grenade. So I don't actually know how that works. Is it just whoever clicks the one first gets it? And then it talks about ranked and unranked. It says unranked play offers a more casual Ballistic experience if you're just looking to have fun with friends or try out the mode. This is a great place to practice your aim and get a feel for the Flex Gadgets. If a player drops from an unranked match, another player will be added as a backfill. After an unranked match ends, players have the option to remain on the same server. Now, ranked, on the other hand, is for those who want to test their talents against other players in a more competitive environment. Ranked matches will not backfill players should someone leave. Well, that's not good. And then it says if you leave a ranked match, a rank penalty will be applied and you will not be able to join another match for a period of time. Players who disconnect from a match have a 3-minute grace period to reconnect before penalty is applied. Then it says, unlike ranked Battle Royale and Reload, matchmaking in ranked Ballistic is based on the average rank of your party, not your party's highest ranking member. We'll be closely monitoring feedback around ranked matchmaking and will make adjustments as needed. The winning team gains rank in Ballistic and the losing team loses rank. The exact amount each player gains or loses is influenced by the following in order from most to least impactful: their current rank, rounds won, rounds lost, eliminations, and assists. AFK or leaving players will have an additional rank loss. Your rank will be protected if you lose your first match of the day. So wow, this actually sounds really fun. It sounds like they put a lot of work into this, and it seemingly will be a very fun game mode, just like CSGO, just like Valorant, kind of like Call of Duty Search and Destroy as well. So there you go. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for this game mode. I'm definitely going to give it a try, but there's just so much going on in Fortnite right now between Chapter 6, doing all those quests, Fortnite OG coming back, and now a brand new game mode? Hey, I'll take it though. And then Winterfest is right around the corner too. So there you go, that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my supporter creator code, which is tabortime.